to them, I goes, you are my embassy. You're the ones who represent me. Tell me, how long can they keep me here for? The guy was sitting back, he goes, well, hopefully it won't be too long, but it could be a day, 2, a week, 2, a month, 2. And when he just started on the month or 2, I could not stand it anymore. I goes to him, I need a few things. I need a contact solution. I need my glasses. I need this. I need stuff just to be able for the next few hours just to survive. He goes, you know what, I can't do anything. I'll come next week. And if you're still here, then I'll make a list of basic needs for you. I needed underwear. I needed clothes. I was in the same clothes that were bloody from my boots were all covered in blood. The smell when I tried to close my eyes, I just imagined the people that got killed in front of me. We stayed there until eventually they'd come with a big list of piles like this. They'd go through it and they'd only choose 2 names. Now, it was that in itself was torture. We were thinking, you know what, it would be us that they're going to shout the name of. That's us that's getting released. And they'd go through a whole list and they'd only choose 2 names. They'd grab us, they chucked us into another cell, a cell which had only the window of the door, and there was 30 of us there. I had journalists from Europe, it was me, we had a parliamentarian from Yemen. We were all in there, trapped. Guys in there had asthma. Now for people who have asthma, you know that you need, in your inhaler, you need to breathe. These people were just collapsing on the floor. They picked us up, they were recording us. They had video cameras recording us. We refused to leave the cell until they switched off their cameras. They did not let us record. They did not let us spread how we got treated. But yet they are allowed to record us. And then when you go on YouTube, within minutes it's uploaded to show that we were the terrorists, we were the people in the wrong. No. They stuck us in the buses. The buses were comfy buses like this. The buses that we came in, they put the females in that bus. Now for the ladies here, just imagine sitting in a seat, half the seat, with your back sitting straight. The space, you're literally so tight up for 3-4 hours to the airport. The airport, the journey, they kept on stopping. In the bus, they refused us to go to the toilet. One member stood up, he was from Germany. This guy was a brave man. He goes, if you don't let me go to the toilet right now, I'm going to urinate on your bus. The guy was like, oh no, he won't do it. He goes, you want to bet? Watch this. He took his trousers down and he started. Then the soldiers were like, okay. They started taking us 2 by 2, taking us to the toilet. People on the bus had not even drank a proper glass of water for days. When the British embassy came, they put food in front of us just to show them, all the embassies, look, we're treating them well. The prison officer was saying, yeah, they'll be here for a few days, but this prison's a new prison. I don't care if it's a new prison or not, you're still putting us in prison. We went to the airport. In the airport, they took us upstairs, sat us down in rows, and they made us sign the sheet that they offered us when they first captured us. You're getting deported. So at that point, after all the suffering, you know what, if they put a sheet to tell me anything, I would sign it, because I could not tolerate the punishment, the mental, the physical abuse. For what? For being 80 miles in international water and them attacking us? For delivering aid to humanitarians? For people in Gaza? I signed the sheet. They took us, they stamped our passports. There was a Turkish guy there, he's ex-army. He was sitting there. He went on the last convoy. The government in Palestine gave him a Palestinian passport, and that's what he carried. He didn't carry his British passport. He goes, I demand to be deported to my country, Palestine. They refused. He said that 3 points. After that, the Israelis jumped on top of him and kicked the lights out of him. If you watch it on my Facebook, you'll see the way the blood was dripping. They split his head open. The blood was running down his face. And they did that to everyone. Everyone that refused to sign this sheet of paper, whether it was male or female, whether you were any nationality, they were treated the same way. We got on the plane. On the plane just before that, when they were tying our hands and the guy was punching me, elbowing me in the face, I told him, I go, just undo my hands. Let me punch you. Let it be a fair fight. You punch me and you treat me, you act like a hard man when my hands are tied behind my back. And they were doing that to the women. Never mind the men. Never mind to the kids. On the plane, I'd like to, honest to God, thankfully thank the Turkish government for what they did to us. If the Turkish government did not intervene, I'd be locked up in Israeli jail without any of you knowing my well-being. The Turkish government are the ones that helped us. They're the ones that sent 6 planes for our injured, for our dead, for our martyrs, and for our alive, for our women, children, and men. They put us on the plane. We waited on the plane because the Turkish government refused to leave until everyone was boarded on the plane. It got to a point where the Israelis refused to let go of a handful of people. They were saying, oh, we still need to interrogate with them, we need to do this, we need to do that. We set off to Istanbul. Istanbul, we got welcomed, the best of welcomes. Everyone was there. The little girl that offered to carry my bags, another little girl was there crying, saying, you know what, you're a hero. I was like, I am no hero. I tried to deliver the aid and I failed. I failed my mission that I set off to do. These little girls just put joy, smiles on our faces. Everything we've been through, we're trying to just forget it. On the plane, I was sitting there just trying to close my eyes, put my head back. Every time my eyes would close and I tried to sleep, I'd open them all of a sudden and think there was a soldier pointing his gun at my head, ready to blow my brains off. In the hotel in Turkey, I'd lie down, my friend would come and he would just knock at the door. I would jump out of bed. The nightmares, the trauma, everything that I've been going through is unbelievable. Now this is what I went through. Think about the 1.7 million people. And the majority of people in Gaza, 80% of them, are living under poverty line, if not got nothing. They're relying on people like me to deliver aid to them. In Turkey, we met the British government there, the ambassadors. In the airport, they sat us down, they grabbed all the British citizens and sat us down. Now, as I said, luckily I had my passport. There was a handful of people, 3-4 people had no British passport because the Israelis refused to give them back or they destroyed it. So we were sitting there speaking to the British ambassador and the British ambassador was like, okay, well we can issue a temporary passport, but you have to give us £72. Now our money got stolen, our clothes got stolen, everything of ours got stolen, our cameras got destroyed. Every little bit of evidence we were going to use to come and show everyone else got destroyed. And the British government's asking us for £72 for a new passport. The Turkish government, not my government, offered me a 5-star hotel in Turkey, offered me a plane from Ben Gurion Airport to Istanbul. They did so much for us. As soon as we got in, they offered us food. On the plane, they offered us food. On the plane, they even offered me a phone to phone my family to tell them I was still alive. Khalid was the first person I phoned, my brother. It was, I don't know what time exactly, but as soon as I got in, the Turkish pilot was there. Have you phoned your family? He is more concerned about